one of the things I didn't get a chance to mention in our last segment is that just last week, the Metcalf Transformer substation outside of San Jose, which had been attacked last year, okay, and it was established that it was probably a terrorist attack, was broken into again. Now, NERC and the electric utilities are saying, well, don't worry about it, it was just thieves, okay? But they broke in and they got away scot-free again. I would say if they're right and it's just thieves, then we're in even worse trouble.
Yeah.
You know, because it shows that you don't have to be a skilled terrorist operative, trained commando professionals to overcome the security provisions that they supposedly greatly improved after the first attack on April 16th. And I'm very skeptical that they were just thieves. You know, it may well be a probe to see whether we have in fact increased the security of our grid. Whether they were thieves or whether this was the beginning of a larger attack on the grid that was predicted by John Wellinghoff, you know, the former director of the U.S. FERC, which is why he divulged the first attack. Either way, it amounts to an engraved invitation to ISIS or any group that wants to do us harm to come and attack us where we're most vulnerable. I can't think of anything more provocative than after all of the NERC and the electric utilities trumpeting all the millions of dollars they supposedly had spent and these new physical security standards that they supposedly had put in place. And it's not even a year later, after the first Metcalf attack, that they again successfully penetrate Metcalf. And it's even worse, as I said, if there were just burglars.
Yeah.
Even burglars can get past the security.
Yeah, that's like saying, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Come attack us, you know. It's almost like we're cooperating in our...
Well, no, I think you're right, and more often than not, I've found, and this has always been both a source of amusement and concern to me, is we practically tell them where we're vulnerable through the news media. We'll say, well, did you know that this happened? Did you know that that happened? And boy, what would happen if they did this? And what would happen if they did that? And I can just imagine the enemy going, yeah, what would happen if we did that? And the thing that I think is so provocative and interesting about what you're talking about is so much of what Wake Up America is about is bringing things to people that they didn't know before, that they don't think about. And I have a concern, and my concern is that our culture has gotten away from personal responsibility for success, personal responsibility for defense, personal responsibility for who's in office. And those are the conversations that need to be had. If things happen here, you've got one place to look. Like I had a great friend and coach tell me once, did you ever notice when something bad happens, you're always there? Mm-hmm. And you know, the interesting thing is we want people to wake up. And boy, are you ever a wake-up call, Dr. Pry. Thank you so much for being here. What a day this has been. I hope that somehow we've touched you in some way. Somehow we've shifted your thoughts or the way you feel about something or the way you view something, because we intend to continue to do that day after day after day. And the credibility of people like Dr. Pry and the wonderful talent that we have in our hosts and everyone that's been here today has just been such a contribution. And I want to thank you for being a part of the premiere launch of Wake Up America, the new media broadcast company, web-based, coming to you. It's all about you. Good night. See you tomorrow at the event.